something I really want your take on here, Jim, right? Because Prince Harry's legal action against the Home Office over his security arrangements concluded today, and the Duke sensationally claimed that he was forced to step down from royal duties, disputing previous suggestions that he'd chosen to stop being a working member of the royal family. The court also heard part of Harry's witness statement in which he said, "The UK is a place I want my children to feel at home in as much as where they live now in the US. That cannot happen if it's not possible to keep them safe when they are on UK soil. I cannot put my wife in danger like that, and I'm reluctant to unnecessarily put myself in harm's way too." Jim, does the pampered Duke really deserve taxpayer-funded police protection?
Well, there's a couple of ways of looking at this, Patrick. He's obviously wealthy enough, and she is as well, to get their own minders. There's a lot of ex-special forces firms out there that are sensational. But the way I look at it like this, I believe the taxpayer should pay for armed protection teams for all of the royal family, because although Harry is a tough cookie, and it'd take a good old team to take him out, he's a tough chap, don't you worry about that. But the fact is, let's say he doesn't have police armed protection and he gets himself kidnapped, he's going to put the king under terrible stress and the country under terrible stress, and I don't want that for someone I love and a country that I love. I remember when Princess Diana and certain people said, "I don't need protection." Well, actually, maybe you don't, but the country does, and we don't want this. It's all nonsense. And you know what? How much does it cost to have a couple of coppers looking after the prince? We've got 300 of them now off the front line. Why don't we take them all off of those oil protesters, give them a gun, and good luck. Just point it at someone and say, "Look, go away, I wasn't going to shoot you." That'll do it.
I must say, the very direct approach that Jim Davidson has taken to all matters policing so far, I think we'll have a lot of people applauding at their televisions. But Jim, does the Duke actually need it? I suppose is one of those things. I mean, some people would say, look, when he put in his first book, Spare, about how many Taliban fighters he'd killed, and then referred to them as chess pieces and stuff. I mean, look, obviously, I don't want to see him come to any harm at all. But you think, well, I mean, if you've kind of brought a pseudo-fatwa on yourself, does the taxpayer have to really pay for that?
Well, I don't think the taxpayer is paying to protect him. I think the taxpayer is protecting the royal family and the crown. I mean, as I say, Harry is a tough old chap. And okay, he maybe shouldn't have boasted about that. That was a bit macho, and I don't know quite, frankly, how true that is. But I mean, if we're all worried about stating what we've done, I couldn't go out on the streets now because half the front row would come and find me and beat me up somewhere for taking the mickey out of them.